Welcome to Spirits and Screams.
Hi guys, Echo's
Hello.
here.
Echo Z Cero.
We actually have people still, even though you're here.
I was going to tell you the story. I forgot. I told you last night about what happened to my copy of this movie.
Yes.
I had a ton of movies at one point.
Yes.
You know those big CD books you used to be able to get?
Yeah, I had that. Like this?
Bigger.
With the
There's
movies?
one. I have that, but there's one that's a lot bigger. It's like
Okay.
250 or plus.
Yes.
And I put all my movies in there, and these things were heavy.
Yep.
You can lift them and get your. You can have your arms get so big they set world records.
Yes.
And then when I got rid of those books, almost all those movies were replaced. I never replaced my copy of this movie or the sequel.
Right.
But yeah.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Because I was upgrading to Blu-ray and I started throwing my DVDs out.
Yeah. What back in the day, like I threw out all my plastic cases actually, so I have all these movies but no cases.
That's what I did. I threw the cases out. I threw the covers out. I threw everything out.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know you had to keep them.
Well, they take up so much space when you think about it.
Yeah, it does. I think that'd be a solution for some people, maybe if they still want to keep the movies, but they want to upgrade them, then you could keep them and just do that. But I guess not. People want to gonna sell them and get rid of them and stuff, right?
Yeah, and then when they do these box sets, that takes even more space. I mean,
it does.
The Rex box set's like 4 movies.
Yeah. Well, even mine, I've just been collecting for a short time, and I have like shelves and shelves already. You know, it's crazy. I even have that one too.
28 weeks later.
Yeah, I don't like that movie as much. Do you?
The first movie had a certain charm to it, and the second one, it really didn't.
I didn't like it as much. Are you looking forward to seeing the next one?
Depends on what theater it's playing at. Because I think I've told you we have the bad theater here.
Yeah.
So if it's playing there, I won't. Plus, it's getting to, when is it coming out?
This summer? I think it's June something. June 20th or something like that.
Going to see movies here in the summertime.
No way. But when it's streaming, do you want to see it? Like, are you interested?
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't like the summertime because it's kids. Loud, rowdy kids.
Yeah. I know.
I just don't like that.
I don't like the price that you have to pay nowadays. It's too expensive.
Well, we have what they call a discount day, which is every Tuesday, $7.
Oh, that's good. That's not bad. Remember when it was $7 regular, though?
Yeah, but the thing is, you pay $7. Oh, it's great. But then they get you with the popcorn, the soda, the candy, the nachos, which aren't as good as they used to be.
No, and that's like a $50 venture. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Hello, Kieran and Echo. I'm going to see Final Destination Bloodlines, and I'm battling a cold. Oh, that sucks.
Usually, certain times of the year when people get sick, and that's usually when the seasons change.
Yeah. Especially like you were saying before that with the weather going like it's going, how it's like cold and warm kind of thing. Then that's when people get really sick.
I've been dealing with the sniffles all day.
Allergies are bad too, apparently.
God, I hated when I lived near Seattle. I could always tell when they were doing like the lawns because you wake up, you hear it, and then all of a sudden,
yeah.
It's like, I don't want to wake up like that.
At my work, I work in an Irish clothing store, so there's lots of sweaters, and the sheep that makes me sneeze too.
Oh, I'm always with leprechauns?
I work with leprechauns, yep. Super fun. And Final Destination Bloodlines, I kind of want to see that one too, but I'm gonna wait.
You can tell when you see Tony Todd, you're like, oh, that was definitely near the end of his life. He looks so terrible.
Yeah. That's too bad. Very sad. So many people have passed away too. It's so crazy. I was watching Mortal Kombat 1995. Cool. Echo might have seen that. I never saw that before.
Yeah. It was better than the sequel.
Yeah.
A bad CGI.
Does it?
Guy, you're trying to eat somebody and it's like, well, that CGI sucks. As bad as the CGI for the second Mummy movie with Dwayne Johnson.
Right.
And it was a heavy metal singer voiced Dwayne Johnson when he comes out of hell at the end. He was like, the CGI is so bad, take me off the crap movie. He's not listed. He was probably like, oh, fuck me. Don't have me.
Don't hold me on that one. I know CGI it's unfortunate, you know. I guess some people like it and they're okay with it, but I can't get into it. It takes you out of the movie so much. You know, if you can make fun of it, it can be kind of a fun thing to watch, actually. But
well, have you seen bad CGI sharks?
Oh, Echo. That was one of my first interviews. Ouija shark.
And there's another one I gotta watch. Bad CGI alligators. Or is it crocodiles?
Bad CGI alligators. Is it? That's what it's actually called?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I didn't even hear about that.
And like when I saw that, I was like, it's still the same guy. It's still different people, but it's like, but you see that bad CGI and alligators, whatever, floated around in midair outside the window of this cabin.
Oh, the movie.
The best line for bad CGI shark is when the shark eats the computer, whatever. All that porn is like so much porn. Like it's all traumatized. Like there's so much porn. It's like,
sad.
Oh god.
Sad. I want to say I'm very sorry to Rob for Rob's vintage video that we didn't realize we were doing a live stream at the same time. So if he's still doing his live, feel free to flip back and forth and check his out too, because Rob's cool. And what's Rob watching again?
Toxic Avenger.
So
with
there you
Mr. Bones. He got Mr. Bones to appear on camera.
He what?
You got Mr. Bones to appear on camera, and he never does that during a live stream. It's
really?
super rare. I go over like, holy shit, Bones on camera. He never does that.
He doesn't. That's cool. That is very cool. Okay, well, I say let's start the movie because we're 2 hours. We're looking at a 2-hour movie, Echo. Are you up for it?
Yep.
Okay. You got your thing all fired up?
I'm just waiting for you to hit play. Say, give the signal.
Okay. I will do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. Nope, not that one. Play.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. Is yours working?
I hit play, but it's not moving. Somebody hit refresh.
Okay.
I'll catch up.
Okay. If you need me to go back, I can go back. I'm just at the opening intro. Searchlight Pictures. Wow, this is old.
2002.
Wow. That's old. Feels like it was not that long ago.
Shit, I was still living in the Seattle area.
Wow. Do you want me to pause it?
No, I'm just going to try to get to work. I don't know why it did that.
Okay. Is it going? Yeah, I don't think I have subtitles. I might have to just wing it. Oh, well.
What the hell? So far, it seems to be dicking me.
It's not working?
It's not playing, even though I'm hitting play.
Oh, shit.
It's not even showing how long the movie is now.
Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, there we go.
Got it?
I'm at 15 seconds.
Okay, what am I at here? How can I do that? I am at 2 minutes.
Yeah, let me catch up.
They're just in the lab. The activists are in the lab.
Okay, I'm there.
2:15 basically.
See, this was
With the
supposed to be
monkey?
that they were trying to cure rage or hate or something.
Yes, there's the rage virus. They
Yeah,
released.
so there is on one of the releases, I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, there is a animated mini short that gets into this a little bit more.
Like what the rage virus is?
Yeah, and showing you how get a little more detail of the outbreak.
Okay.
But I can't
This
remember.
was really cool. Sorry, go ahead.
I just can't remember which movie it was. I don't know if there's a certain edition of it it's on.
Right.
Because, sometimes not all the bonuses are available on all the same ones.
Right. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked this video out in a really long time, so I'll check it out after to see what's on there. But this was well done, for back then. Pretty creepy. Okay, Anthony's saying he's up to 2012 in his memoirs. Great job, buddy. Him and Brianna are back together. Awesome.
And he wants to go to Vegas.
On Instagram, and he wants to go to Las Vegas. That'd be fun. Been there once, way back in the day.
And so you can see the Elvis impersonators and stuff.
Yeah. That's fun. There's lots of stuff to do there now, though. Aside from gambling. I remember playing the nickel slots and hitting it and like all these nickels. It was so exciting.
I remember coming back from South Dakota and we needed gas money and stopping by some casino.
Yes.
And having a bucket of change. We won. Like we need to cash us in to get gas money.
That's fun. I don't know. Now it seems like a whole different place, though. Like it's super lots of people and really like crowded. So it'd be a different kind of vacation for sure.
Oh yeah.
Did you see? There's a movie that Sean C. Phillips filmed in Las Vegas. It's the second one to the first movie, which is called Desert Fiends. Have you heard about that one?
Yeah. Apparently he had done some skateboarding movie, but then he kind of put that on the back burner or something to work on the Desert Fiends.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's the way I always have heard it. Because some people were waiting for the skateboarding one, and they're like, "He's doing this desert one instead."
I still have to watch it. Check it out. But there's a second one anyway coming up.
I see that the mean one is on Tubi.
The main one is on Tubi?
The mean one.
Which one?
The mean one. The Grinch horror movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's on Tubi. Yeah, I was like, I go on look at horror, and first thing I see is the mean one.
Okay, maybe on your Tubi though. Maybe not on mine. I can check though. Nye's always telling me movies to watch on Tubi and stuff like that, and we don't get them here. She gets them there. So
yeah, the different countries. That's why you should use a VPN. I always say
I should
use a VPN.
The only thing is, I was looking up those VPNs, and it's not cheap. They're not cheap. No, they're like a good chunk of money each month to do it. So maybe there's ones that are better, though. I don't know. Can you imagine waking up and all this? Man.
Imagine waking up butt naked with tubes and stuff hooked to you. It's
Oh,
not the way you
God,
want to.
no.
It's not the way you want to wake up.
No.
Where's my clothes? What are these things sticking out of me?
Oh.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
the documentary or whatever, Greetings from Tromaville is on there.
Show some trauma movies.
Well, no, see, because Chabot's talking about he was in something called Greetings from Tromaville that he's in.
My movie Greeting from Tromaville is on Tubi. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like a documentary or something.
Tromaville. I'm going to check that out. That's fun. You can tell everybody about your trauma week that you're doing, or are you not announcing that yet?
Oh, it was already announced. I had dropped the video and the trailer when I did my my trauma collection.
Yes.
June 22nd to June 28th. 7 trauma movies in celebration of trauma. The thing is, like my usual thing is, it has to be a trauma movie, either made by them or distributed.
Right.
It has to be a first-time review, no repeat reviews, and don't get upset if somebody reviews one you've done or you want to do, because it's meant to be, you know.
Oh, you can't repeat
fun.
them?
What I mean is, like, what I mean by the repeating thing is, like, if you say, hey, I reviewed this movie already, I'll go back and re-review it. You can't do that. Or if somebody reviews the same movie as you, you can do it, just don't get it. They can't get upset.
Oh, got it. Okay, fair enough. Got it.
I don't know why. That was a rule I came up with through an 80s week. I don't know why I did, unless it was just a gut feeling I had.
Yeah.
But hey, 80s week has been a hit.
Has it? Well, it's fun. It's fun to do stuff like that. You know, because, like, I don't know about you, but I get bored of trying to find movies to review because you're just scrolling and looking and you're like, not excited. But when someone gives you a challenge to do it, it becomes more exciting and more fun to review and to talk about. And then everyone's all interested in it. I like
with
that.
80s week, what makes 80s weeks more fun is it has to be 7 non-horror movies from the 80s. Right. Although I did add a little black area because some of the non-horror movies from the 80s, you know, they still had, you know, elements of it.
Right.
So it's like a challenge to somebody who just does horror. Like, can you step outside your comfort zone?
Right. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fun. I like it.
The West stole the first year. Bones stole the second year because all of a sudden, here comes, I didn't think Mr. Bones would do it. All of a sudden, it's like, holy shit, we got Bones. I don't know who I picked for this year. Who stole it? Because it's a February event.
Oh, yeah. February.
So, it's always fun seeing what people pick.
Yeah, exactly. So already you just posted your video, Echo. That's cool. When did you say it was? June 22nd, right?
The June 28th.
28th.
Yeah.
I thought you said 22nd.
No, it starts on June 22nd. It ends on the 28th.
Right. Okay.
So 7 days.
Okay.
Then I forgot to do something for my zombie channel. I'm like, oh shit. I think Redneck Zombies is the only one from trauma I can think of.
Yeah.
I've already did Curse of the Screaming Dead, aka Curse of the Cannibal Confederates.
I chose one you're never gonna guess, but I'm not telling.
Romeo and Juliet.
No. You'll never guess. It's a good one though. I'm excited.
They got such a vast library they have.
Yeah, there's so many. I was scrolling through them last night and I was like, what the heck do I choose here?
And the fact that it's, you know, some of them they've just distributors, that makes it more incredible.
Yeah. How many movies do you figure there are?
For trauma?
About.
Shitload. They're like 50 years old. Or was it more than 50?
Yeah.
Going for a long, long time.
Yep. The actual trauma movies will be good, though, I think, to pick.
I mean, it's like, they're usually batshit crazy.
They are, I know. But they're kind of, like, I don't know. They're kind of nostalgic and kind of charming at the same time, too, right? They kind of have a look to them. So I don't know. I think it's fun.
Yeah. But you look at something like Mother's Day. Mother's Day is a trauma film. That was Lloyd's brother that did that.
Really?
Yeah.
That one's pretty crazy
and
out
freaking
there.
Cisco and Eva hated that movie.
Awesome.
There's too much violence.
Well, they're all like that, though. They're all like that, though.
What were they? I forget what movie it was. They were talking about. They sung the praises of when they first came out. I think it was one of the alien movies. They sung the praises of, then trashed it years later, and then years after that, they sung the praises again.
Really?
I don't like them. I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful to them as they passed, but that's so like, just, it's good, it sucks, it's good. Make up your damn mind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow.
Plus,
whatever.
it can be bought off. There was one of those news shows like Intimate Tonight or whatever, Inside Edition, talking about you could buy those people off.
Oh, of course. It was like totally.
They would go to these screenings, and the studios will give them, presidential suites, baskets with gifts in them. Like, here's a little film for your wife. You're getting married? Well, here's the honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
So it's like, all you got to do to get this treatment is sing our praises.
Yeah. I know that's kind of, I think, why movies have slowly crept up to being all about money and just cranking out trash and sucking us into watching that kind of thing. That's why I like indie films so much better. I love watching indie films.
Not saying there hasn't been any good, mainstream ones. I've liked the Jurassic Park ones.
Yeah,
and the Star Trek ones, but no, I haven't liked any of the others.
No, that's why I don't rush out to go see it at the theater or chase that for the movie before it even drops or whatever, because there's so much bad stuff, and I don't want to get into make my channel all about just hating every single thing I see. I like watching stuff I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah, and I can be picky about some of my reviews, because if I'm watching a movie and it ends up realizing I can't make a joke, I can't say anything positive about it, I won't review it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, right? Yeah, I totally feel that way too.
You don't want to sit there for 5-10 minutes or whatever being like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Yeah. That's well then why watch it? I don't know.
And I've watched some stinkers.
Oh, yeah, you and me both.
But I mean, if I get pissed if it's one that's really bad and I realize I can't make a joke out of it, I get pissed because why did I waste my time?
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Yeah, we got that Until Dawn, which I want to see.
Until Dawn?
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's based on the video game, but it's like a prequel to the video game.
Okay.
Where these kids are in this house and they keep dying and coming back and having to relive things.
Right.
And it's the killer and how they die keeps changing. You haven't seen the trailer for it?
I don't know.
I'll have to send you one of the trailers.
Okay.
They have the one where the girl's got a worm or something sticking out of the face. She's like, is it gone? Is it gone? And they're they had seen the worm go up into her face. It went from sticking out to going in. They're like,
gross.
Yeah, everything's okay.
So it's based on a video game. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that a video game that you play?
I did a live stream of it. It has Peter Struman. He was in the game and he's in the movie.
Yep.
But it's
cool.
It's gonna be pretty cool. Hello, Nanette.
Hello, Nanette. Whoa, Nanette's here. It's like old times. Hi. How's things going, Nanette? You getting all settled in?
This guy's running out of the chest like, oh, fuck.
Oh, this is so fun. I love this kind of stuff. I really feel bad that these kinds of movies kind of, not doing as great as they were back when, because I love these kind of movies. I got to say they're up there with my favorite. Which brings us to the debate. the zombie
They're not
debate.
zombies. They're not zombies.
Okay, well,
They said it. It's rage. It's a rage virus that's turned them into this.
right.
But they're not
So,
dying and then coming back. They're getting infected.
but how do you know they're not dying? They could get the rage virus and die and come back because they have
that's
it.
what they've already. It's not a zombie movie. It's just they've always kind of put them in there.
Yes.
It's like that movie, Nightmare City.
Yes.
Those aren't zombies. That's mutations.
Okay. Now, I want you to list a few zombie movies that you consider are zombies.
Oh, I could go the easy route and say something like Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
But go the hard route, I say Zombie, aka Zombie 2, aka Zombie Flesh Eaters. What's that one that's got 100 different names? The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue or whatever is one. Let's see. Dead Snow.
I was going to say Dead Snow.
Second one's funny as hell.
Yeah, we watched that one, remember?
Let's see.
I still haven't seen the first one, though.
The Bio Zombie. It's one. The Plaga Zombie movies are. The first one is more of a splatter movie.
Right.
The humor's not really there for Dead Snow.
Right. Yes.
It's not more like, you're not going to say something after. Well, one scene, the first one, I always got me, is they talk about, okay, when you get bit, cut that limb off, right?
Right.
So this guy cuts his arm off, and the zombie comes out of the snow, bites him right between the legs, and you see the blood splatter.
Right.
And he's standing looking at his friend like, I don't want to cut it off. He's like, no, I got to cut it off. No. Just making fun of that whole, you get bit, cut the limb off. I don't blame him. I want to be able to cut that off.
I'll do it.
It's more splatter.
Right.
Less humor.
Right. Okay, so what do you consider to be a non-zombie movie then?
Look up something like this.
This?
Life Force.
Okay.
Those are more vampires. Wreck.
Yeah, Wreck.
And Quarantine, because Quarantine, it's just a remake.
Right. Wreck's kind of a totally different thing, though.
Wreck is just...
Wreck is different. Wreck is supernatural.
Well, no, all they removed... Yes, they took the supernatural element out of Wreck when they did Quarantine.
Yeah.
Now, the movie that... what's the name of the movie? Screaming Dead, it's a remake of... This is a remake. There's a guy who did this Night of Horror.
Yeah.
Well, Screaming Dead is a zombie movie, but it's a remake of a ghost movie.
Let me see it again. What is that? Let me see it again.
Curse of the Screaming Dead.
Okay.
Well, like, these are zombies, but the movie it's a remake of is Ghost.
Okay.
So, I mean, Ghost can be confused for it. Now, 28 days or 28 years later does have elements more like feeding into the zombie scene. When we see that one that looks like Colin, but I guess someone said it's not Colin.
Right.
Yeah, when it sits up and you see it in the trailer. It's
Oh,
got,
yeah.
the hairdo and stuff.
Cillian.
It looks like him.
Cillian.
Yeah, so when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, he's coming back.
Does.
He got turned into, but then I'm like, it's not him.
Mm-hmm. It did look like him. I wonder if...
maybe they're hiding something from us.
Oh, there's so much. There could be so many different things happening with that trailer. They just touched on Like, it's amazing. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what happens and where they go with it. I'm definitely going to rewatch the second one before I see that one too.
Yeah, I think that would be good to watch both of them so that before you see it, so you refresh yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, even this one, as I'm watching it now, there's so much stuff I don't remember already.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because it was in England and stuff, so it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have to remember stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neither the comics is not zombies.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
That's more like
Nanette's getting you going.
Mutations that were caused by the comet.
Nanette, he's not even listening to me. He's so passionate about the discussion. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been watching these movies, zombie movies, for like
I know.
Probably about 35 years.
I know, you're an expert. I know.
I don't think there really is an expert, because we think about zombies, there's been so many changes in them. So they say like the Romero zombies.
Yeah.
Which of course is the standard slow moving, hit him in the head.
Yeah.
And then we got the Return of the Living Dead zombies.
Yeah.
Which is the not fully slow moving. We saw there was some speed in them, and the head thing doesn't work.
Right.
And then they changed that for Necropocalypse. Well, you can shoot them anywhere so they die.
Right.
I was like, what the hell? They're giving them gunshots and they're dying? Well, they're going, dying. Then you get like and then one of the debates too is the fast running zombies, which we saw like in the Dawn
of the Dead.
I like the ones from World War Z.
Oh, I liked that one too. I saw that one recently, actually. I don't think anybody cared that I watched it, but I liked that movie. That was cool.
We were supposed to get a sequel.
Really? Mom?
They had dropped a teaser thing that showed that we were gonna have to deal with. They're gonna have to deal with more than zombies, like something happened to the planet.
Right.
Stuff.
Yeah.
But those zombies we saw, like we get that scene where they're in the city and it's not like singing and dancing, and we see the zombies all outside just forming a pyramid to climb over the wall.
Wow.
And they're coming in like what's the phrase I want to use? Like a typhoon, like a tidal wave of zombies.
Yeah.
But like if you were sick or something that wasn't perfect about you, they would leave you alone.
Right. What do you think about The Walking Dead?
I liked The Walking Dead, but then I thought it got overdone.
Did it? Have you watched any of the spinoffs?
Good look. See it a little bit here and there. See, I got into it when it was still a comic book, and then I started watching the TV show, and then I got out of it because it started like all of a sudden there was toys and spin-offs and video games, and it just to me it became just lost its magic because it was just about the thing that's now about making money.
Yeah, maybe went on a bit too long. I thought it was cool in the beginning how they used to get extras, lots of extras wherever they were filming to join in and film in it. I thought that was really cool.
Because people were like, oh, you're making a zombie movie, you need extras? Well, hey, sign me up.
Yeah.
Look, they have those zombie walks where people show up.
Yeah.
Those are zombies and have a little like a whole event. Yeah. That would be fun to go to.
You've never gone to one?
I don't. If they had it here, it'd be in Seattle.
Right. I don't know the last time they've had one of those here, actually. It's been a couple of years, I think. Oh, we lost Echo. What's the next thing? Your grandma isn't letting you help her. Going to let her stay here. Ah. Well, just give it some time, Nanette. I'm sure once she gets a little bit more settled, it'll be okay. She'll be more comfortable. Is Jack happy she's back? Where is Echo? Echo fell off. Oh, well. How's your weekend going, though, Nanette? Did you find your remote? That's the big question. Did you find your remote? Can you watch movies again? I'm dying to know. Dying to know. My week's been so hectic and crazy. And yeah. Anyway, I can't believe how fast the days are going. Just can't believe it. Echo, 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 echo. Echo, where'd you go? Where'd you go? She still cannot walk, and the only reason they let her come home is because she told them she had someone to take care of her. Okay, well, like I said, you guys will get readjusted. You'll get readjusted, and it'll be okay. And Jack's happy. Well, that's good. I'm glad, because it was probably kind of confusing for him too, without her there. Oh, good. You found your remote. Are you watching this movie? I think this one's on Look Movie, if you want to follow along. I think how far are we in? We're in half an hour. So like 28 minutes or so. Echo, what happened? Hopefully he can find his way back. I wonder if I should check on him for 1 sec. I'll be right back, you guys. You're not watching? Okay. I don't know where Echo is. I checked Instagram, but he's not there. He must have got kicked off. Something must have happened to kick him off. I'm not really sure. We'll wait a little bit longer and see what happens. Do. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. Echo. What should we do? What should we do, guys? Wait for 1 more minute. I'm going to go check one more time. I'll be right back. Okay, he's trying to rejoin, but StreamYard's giving him a hard time, so. I'm going to send him the link one more time. I'll be right back. Yay, you're back. Maybe I just had to send a new link.
Nope. No idea what happened.
Nope.
I got dropped when I went to the kept saying something was wrong. So.
Oh, weird. Oops.
It's StreamYard.
Oh, yeah.
What time of year? What's your timestamp?
Hang on one sec. I am at 34, almost 35.
Okay. Put myself at 35.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate StreamYard how it does that. It's so stupid.
I've had enough tech issues today, so.
Maybe it's Mercury retrograde.
My voice recorder decided to freeze up. So I have to wait 24 hours, it seemed like, just for it to die so I can try to fix it.
Yes.
So, no more. I thought I was going to have to replace it. Hello, man.
Hello.
Hello. I was wondering if you knew I was here.
Well, no, because like when I watch a movie, I put the movie in front of everybody so I can see the chat. So
you look pretty
tonight. Announce yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty in pink. Yeah, well, we had to have a backup.
Well, it's actually tie-dye. It's got blue, pink, white, orange all over it, and purple.
Very summery.
Purple's a good color.
Summery. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the whole zombie issue? Is this a zombie film?
I disagree with him on what he says about what makes a zombie and what doesn't. If it eats flesh, it is a zombie.
Actually, no, that would mean that cannibals are zombies. They're not. Humanoid mutants are not zombies, and they tend to eat. Some of them eat flesh.
That's an interesting argument.
But this, again, if you look it up,
You
this is not a
do
zombie
make a
movie.
good point about Night of the Comet. I mean, they didn't eat flesh.
Nope.
Right.
They blood. There's only one scene in the movie that could give you the idea that they ate flesh, and that's right after it first happens when they're in the. She catches her boyfriend being a. Well, I don't know if he was he her boyfriend or was he her booty call. She catches him being attacked and killed by somebody, by one of the creatures. But was he
Right.
drinking the blood?
Yeah.
Or was he eating him? The blood didn't come until much later on in the movie, like when we got to the think tank. Then the blood thing came in.
I think he's a booty call.
I agree.
From where she talks about the guy she was with to Hector, it didn't seem like they were going steady or doing anything. And you have to date somebody for them to be your boyfriend, girlfriend.
He was also a moron who thought Superman couldn't see through the walls. He had to be corrected about the whole lead thing. He was like, "No, we can't see through the walls." He's like, "It's lead. He can't see through." he's still laying there like, "No, it's iron or steel or whatever." He's like, "No, he can't see through lead." Which means you can be making faces and mooning at him if you put a whole bunch of pencils in front of you. That's got lead in it.
I'm very proud of myself. I had to help Grandma get up and everything. And she said, "You can't do it. I weigh more than you." And she didn't think I'd be able to pick her up and put her up on the couch and everything, and I did it. She was astonished by it, but so was I, 'cause I had a hard
Good
time doing
job.
that.
All the things you can do when you put your mind to it.
Oh no, small people can actually be quite strong. I mean, I remember when I was skinnier and healthier, I had an over 200-pound brother who was probably pushing 300. I used to remember picking him up when I was skinny and healthy.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I threw him out the house once. Supposedly,
I mean,
threw
my
him out.
back is killing me after doing that.
Yeah. The thing is, supposedly, according to my late father, I threw my brother out of the house once. He kept going on, "I watch you pick your brother up and throw him out of the house," and I'm still like, "What the fuck was I?" Like, you were there.
And then where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
She's hiding behind a dancing casket with a skeleton in it.
It is.
I'm doing something I don't want people to see me doing.
That's a lot of buckets to collect water.
What?
When they're on the roof, all those buckets on the roof to collect water.
A lot, yeah. What would you do if you were faced with this? What would you do?
Sacrifice people to them so they leave me alone.
I bet you would.
Me, I don't know what they do because I've never seen this. Every time I try to watch this movie, you have to rent or buy it. And I'm like, do I want to do that? I know it's on look movies, but like I said, I will only watch a movie if I can see it on the television. Because if I try to watch it on my computer, I can't hear a damn thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah, I have it on my.
And I'm not
I have
doing
it
it
on
on my
TV,
phone.
but I watch Look Movie on my TV. I just I have like a smart TV basically, and just I download Google on there, and then I go in through that way. It's a bit tricky, but that's how I do it.
Oh, you got a smart TV,
Yeah. JT tried to explain to me how to get Look TV, and I'm like, you're confusing me. I don't understand.
Can you do?
Be right back. I gotta go get sugar.
Sure. Can you
Actually,
do like? Can you do like apps on your TV?
actually, when I got my television, it's a Fire TV. It already had the one of the apps that was already put on there was the Google.
Yeah. So you just
I
go to
think
Google with the remote.
Fire.
Have you tried? Just go to Google with your remote, and then you type in, you know, you have to use your remote and the keyboard on the TV, and then you type in Look Movie 2, and you just go there.
Hello.
But you have to scroll a bit with the... Does yours do that, Echo? You have like there's like a circle? Or are you on the laptop?
Computer.
You're on the computer.
I either use my computer or my PlayStation.
Got it. Okay. You don't have a TV screen then.
Oh, no. I use a TV screen for my computer screen.
So you're watching Look Movie on TV screen right now then?
Yeah, via computer.
Right. But it's a little complicated, but you can, it's not too bad to figure out. Right?
Unless you're an old lady whose name begins with K.
I can do it. I know how to do it.
Yes, and cows can fly without pushing them out of a plane.
I figured it out. Sometimes I get stumped, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with the technology.
It's the modern age. You gotta be.
Yeah, I know. And then I get like on my TV screen and it'll go like, I use the arrows and a little circle will like, you have to hover it over the thing and click it to make it work. If that makes sense. And then you got to go through all the little screens, like Echo was saying, all the little tests to make sure you're not a robot and all that. Sometimes it's not that bad though. Like once you get it going, then it's easy. They just let you watch the movie right away.
That looks like fun, what they're doing.
Driving.
Over the cars and stuff.
That'd be fun, hey, if you're just like, it's the end of the world and...
Yeah, but he just blew
just
a tire.
go and do it. Like, that's an instance where I'd like to drive.
When you blow a tire?
No, just when you can just drive anywhere. There's no rules. There's no parallel parking.
Let me guess, you're bad at parallel parking?
No, actually, I'm excellent at parallel parking. I just don't like driving that much. I don't like all the traffic. I learned back in the day when it was like there wasn't as much, it was a smaller town and it's too much traffic here. Too many crazy one-way streets and we have all these bicycle lanes everywhere too. It's too hard.
Got them too.
Nanette, I was telling Echo yesterday, so the last couple of days, the little bunny has been coming to our window and super cute. And then last night, there was a baby bunny and he was like this big with little ears. And it looked like a mouse, but it was a bunny. And he was eating. And because apparently when a rabbit has babies, they immediately kind of abandon the babies on their own. So they have to go fend for themselves. But then they'll come back to them after a while to help them out. So the poor little baby was all by himself. I really wanted to open the window and take him inside. But can't do that. So cute though. Did you figure it out?
No.
No.
It's not letting me open it up. It keeps saying search any image through Google Lens.
What does it say?
when I go to look movies too, because that's what Mayanne said you had to do. It says look at any image through Google Lens.
Say look movie, the number 2, then .to.
.to, yeah.
Ooh, Rice Krispies, cornflakes. That's all Pop-Tarts.
Look movie.
Let's look movie, the number 2, then .to.
Ow. I had my leg. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. I was like, what in the hell is he talking about? Rice Krispies. I get it. That would be the most coolest thing, to have end of the world thing and go into the grocery store and just take whatever you want.
Well, people do it now any days. Anyways. It's gotta be fast to get away. They got the National Lottery, now they're looking at liquor.
And the liquor.
That's what I'd be going after.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You alcoholic.
Yeah. So, YouTube made me do it.
Do the white trash thing. Drink wine from a box.
We still can't buy liquor from the grocery store. You guys can. Did it work, Nanette?
He left his freaking credit card there. God.
Wow, it's really making me think now how this is to where the movie is now. That's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, because the first movie is right after everything started. The second is shortly after. And the third's going to be years later to see how the world's become.
Right. Is it actually 28 years? No.
Yeah, it's 28 years.
No, I know. I know the name of the movie is, but it's not actually 28 years. It's like 22 years, right? 23.
You're going to make me do the research. It's so mean of you.
This was 2002, and it's 2025 now, so it's 23.
You know, it says 28 years after the rage virus escaped the medical research laboratory. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's about that, but it's not actually in real life. It's not 28 years. It's 22, 23. So it's pretty close, though.
Yep.
Pretty close.
It comes out next month, the 20th.
Yeah. I can't wait. I kind of want to pay to go see that in the theater.
It's got Ralph Fiennes in it.
Yep.
Ralphie.
Should be good. I'm really looking forward to this new movie coming out called The Ritual, though. It's a supernatural one.
Well, didn't they finally drop a trailer or whatever for we want the sequel to the movie we did the watch along to.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
The Conjuring.
Well, they dropped one for the fourth one finally.
They did, but it looks awful. Oh, it looks bad, Echo. Like, it looks bad. Like, it looks like they're just cashing in on it's the last one. We're just gonna do this. Like it just looks bad.
That whole franchise has made them a lot of money, so yeah.
It might be fine. Like, I'm gonna give it a chance, but the trailer didn't look very good though. Pretty hokey, pretty cheeseball hokey. Like, but it could be good though. Did you ever get those other 3 movies?
I think I pretty much have the whole set.
You bought them? Yeah.
I got the Nuns, the Annabelle, the Conjuring, La Llorona. I think there's one more I gotta get.
The Nun.
The Llorona, I think, is more of a spin-off, a side story, and then there's another one. I think that's supposed to be about werewolves or something.
Is there?
Yeah.
Huh. Not sure. Not sure. Did you get it, Nanette?
I got it.
Can you search? Well, that's awesome that you got it. Now you can watch all the movies. Everybody seems to be doing lives that are like current movies lately. So we're 52 minutes in so far. We still have an hour to go. Holy crap.
1 minute.
Kind of a slow burn, but there's lots of stuff that happens though in this movie. Did you get through all the hoops, Nanette?
No, I did.
And once you do the robot thing, and then it'll pop up a little link that says watch movie.
I went on to that. Now it says considered.
And there's lots of like ads and things that pop up. But
Sorry about that. I was getting told something happened in Brooklyn.
what?
Something about a bridge got hit. Yep, a Mexican naval training ship hit the bridge.
Hit a bridge. Ooh.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Wow. Is it bad?
I don't think so.
Big news though.
19 injured.
Oh, that's bad.
It looks like a sailboat. Got sails on it.
So the boat got trashed?
Looks like the mouse, the moist, or whatever they call those things. For the
Yeah.
cells. One of them looks all messed up.
Okay. But lots of people were injured. Oh, that's too bad.
24 something serious. I'm heading for Iceland or something. Bridge seems okay, but of course they're gonna be running all these tests and examinations. Trying to see what I know. There's Lularana. There's another one.
I can't think of which one you're talking about.
I don't know how to do this because it's not letting me watch it with subtitles.
It's called Wolves at the Door.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I'm definitely gonna look that up.
Came out in 2007. It takes, though not considered an installment in the franchise, it takes place within the universe because there's a shared universe. So, like Lularana, I think is part of that shared universe.
Huh? Check that one out. I never heard about that yet. What's it saying, Nanette?
What did you say?
I can't watch this because it's not letting me watch it with subtitles.
Probably not letting us select on it.
Does Look Movie let you watch subtitles? I usually have to put subtitles on my TV.
Yeah,
I think.
I can click on it, but with the remote, it might be hard to do it.
Isn't there a spot for subtitles or something with Look Movie?
Yeah, it says CC.
Can you see that, Nanette? If you arrow down. You know what you have to do? Scroll that dot down to the bottom of the screen, like where the movie's showing, and just click it. That'll pop up a menu where you can pause and you can play. And from there, you'll be able to see CC.
Yeah, that's where it's right underneath the whole play, pause, sound, and all that stuff. That's where the box with the CC is.
Yeah, you have to kind of scroll with your like you're scrolling with the mouse and clicking. And that menu pops up. Does for me anyway.
It's closed caption for the ancient and hearing impaired. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of world they paint in 28 days.
I know. I'm so looking. Yeah. It's hard to comprehend too that this thing they wouldn't be able to get it under control, and it just keeps going for that many years.
Well, it depends on how it spreads.
Yeah.
I mean, remember the end of 28 months. Was it weeks or months?
Weeks.
Yeah, they end up at the end where they're in France and they're running from them. Showing that it spread out of England.
But maybe it'll somehow morph into something else too.
Well, and of course, they have to do to keep it interesting.
Yeah, and of course, human beings would capitalize on it somehow, right?
Well, it's human to do that. Look at some of the zombie movies when you have like the human antagonist. Dawn, you had the Rovers, the Raiders. Mad Max, you had people like the second Mad Max. You had the what was his name? Bad guy leader. Lord Humongous and his crew.
I can't remember what that guy's name is that's in this movie. I can't even think of what he was in.
Cillian Murphy?
Probably.
The main character? The young guy?
He ain't young.
Oh, the old guy?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen him in some stuff.
I've seen him in some stuff too, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. He might just have
Gleeson.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I've heard that name.
He was in Braveheart.
That's the movie I remember him from.
He was the sheriff in Lake Placid.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know exactly who I was talking about, Echo. Because as soon as you said Lake Placid, speaking of Lake Placid, today we were talking about different actors that died that we got, or singers that we got teary-eyed about, and we were talking about Betty, and I got to talking about that movie, and Graham was like, no one ever will be like Betty because some of the things she said would come off outlandish from anybody else, but it's so funny when it comes from her.
That movie reignited her because she's kind of like seen like for some people probably as the Dixie person from Golden Girls. But I'm watching that movie and that line is, if I had a penis, this is what I tell you to suck it. That's when I became a fan. I was like, oh God, this lady's awesome. I hope it eats your friends.
I told Grandma, I was like, thinking about her makes me think about the song from the TV show she was in, and I started singing it. She didn't know what the song was until I was singing the last 4 verses. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend.
He was also in the Harry Potter movies.
Yes, he was. He was
Also, Mad Eye
my favorite character in the movies. He was
Mad Eye. He had that fake eye, whatever.
oh, wait a minute. That wasn't my favorite character, but I did love him as Mad Eye. But yeah, he was good. My favorite character of his will always be him being the best friend of Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
Speaking, I hear Mel wants to do a sequel to The Passion of Christ.
I heard that too.
Like about the resurrection.
Well, in recent years, that's his most successful movie he's done. I mean, he wasn't in it, but he got a lot of money for doing that. But how the hell is he gonna make a sequel to it?
Better than that Santa movie he did, Fat Man.
It
I
won't
remember
be.
when I saw the trailer. When I saw the trailer for Fat Man, I thought it was a joke, one of those comedy spoof trailers. And then I was at Walmart, and there it was. I literally was legitimately screaming, "Holy shit, it's real!" The whole store, everybody yelled that. Of all the people that play Santa and not make him look fat and jolly, it's him.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's not that good.
And for
The
Echo to say
only
it's not that good, it's got to
movie
be pretty
that
bad.
has got a grumpy old Santa Claus in, well, there's two that I like. But this was the one that came to mind first. I Violent Night, and that's because of David. I absolutely love him. He's great in everything he's done. I went back to his movies and TV shows that he did after watching Violent Night, and I was like, I've seen him in a lot more than I thought I did. Because the only thing I thought I seen him in before Violent Night was Stranger Things, but
Yeah, he's been around for a long time, but I think that Stranger Thing opened more doors for him. Got his name more out
well,
there.
he never played a lead character in most of the things he did.
David Harbour or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's going to be, I think, in another Marvel project. That Marvel Zombies. I don't know where he's going to voice this character he's been doing since that Black Widow movie.
Oh, this part was sad.
Speaking of David, have y'all seen, and if you did, what did y'all think of him as Hellboy?
I haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it.
It's closer to the actual comic books than the original one was, but I like both.
That last one they did of Hellboy is actually based on the comics more. Is the most. The one where
You mean the darker one? That's supposed to be like a horror movie?
Yeah, that's based on one of the comics. There's the witch and the crooked man or whatever. They just took one of the comics and made it into. I did see the one with David in it because the end, if I remember right, they find Abe Sapien.
Yeah, they did. They were supposed to make a sequel to it, but they never did.
It's a cool character.
Yeah, I really
Why
like
Gallimore to do a third one through his series.
Hellboy is one of the few comics I read, but it's Dark Horse, and that's one of my favorite. Everybody's on about Marvel and DC, and I'm like, hell no, I want my stuff dark and gritty. Give me the Dark Horse.
You see all the two juggernauts, all the other ones. There's Dark Horse, Image. There used to be Wild
I've
Horse.
heard of it, but I don't know any of the stuff from Image.
Image, I think the big one was Spawn. But they were more big in the 90s. Because I remember in the 90s, everybody was all into Spawn. I remember going to
I like the first movie. The rest of them are kind of crappy.
So for Spawn, the best Spawn was the cartoon.
I don't think I've seen it. I think it was because I couldn't get my hands on it back in the day.
And then I've heard they've been wanting to do a live action Max movie. That'd be that wouldn't do good.
You know so much about comic books. Wasn't the one that y'all were talking the TV series that y'all were talking about earlier? Isn't it a comic book thing? The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I started off as one. I have the graphic novels somewhere.
I thought so. Did you know that one of my favorite book series is a comic book?
Which one's that?
The Dark Tower.
That's not a few of Stephen King's in one.
Stephen King didn't actually write it alone, them books, and the comic books are done by the person that he wrote the Dark Tower series with. Now, the first two were not done with the guy that he wrote the Dark Tower series with, but the rest of them, I can't think of Terry's last name.
I'm reading about that spin-off, Wolves at the Door. Kind of got an idea what it's about. One of the characters in it is Shannon Tate.
Oh.
And it involves her death. So you get an idea if it's talking about Shannon Tate and her death. She's got the comics. She's a comic book nerd.
I found these all secondhand too.
I have as many as you.
I stubbed my toe really hard too. Sorry, go ahead, Nanette.
I've got three, and the first one is a first edition of it. I have 3 books on Anita Blake, Vampire Hunter, and
Anita Blake comics.
And I have 2 of the Dark Tower. But that's about the only ones I have. American Vampire.
Yeah, it's Scott Snyder and Stephen King.
Wow. I definitely need to have that comic.
I think it's old though, because I remember I rented it from the library, but then I saw it on
vampire in the title. So most of my books, most of my stuff that I have that I read, they're books on if they're not Stephen King, and I've got a few that are by Nora Roberts, speaking of which, what did you think? Have you found the books and have you read them? Um, and James Patterson. The rest of my oh, I forgot about Charlize Harris. She's got books that I have that are not vampires, but I got into her through vampire stories, and y'all will very well probably know who she is after I tell you her story. Ducky Stackhouse novels.
I used to be big into those novels.
Anybody that has ever heard of True Blood knows who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
She's the main character. But she did mystery novels. And I really liked it. But she I most of my
Oh,
stories are vampires
gross.
or
Sorry,
fairies.
vomit. It's a gross part.
Yeah, I couldn't get it to work. My dang thing is freezing up, so I turned the dang thing off. It wasn't letting
That's
me do
part
it.
where they're just going along the family kind of thing that have connected with Cillian Murphy and this other girl, and they're going along, but they come up against this like military kind of roadblock where they felt they would be safe, but it's kind of crazy. They're not really safe. The guys are real assholes, and they're kind of treating they're not zombies, the affected people. They're treating them badly, and so now they're kind of in danger. Do you like this kind of storyline, Echo, like where it goes into a military kind of thing? A lot of movies do that. Do you, or do you like it better
when the order breaks down? I mean, Day of the Dead was one that did that.
Yeah, I find it kind of, it's unsettling to me, like it really kind of, but I like it. I kind of like it. Kind of like what you said. I kind of like it.
There was that one about the dragons where they had the military do that a little bit. What was that one? It had the guy Christopher Nolan, and oh god, what's his name from Texas? All right. Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he plays like a bad guy that like a dragon outbreak, and he's like, "Well, I'm here, and I'm gonna kill the dragons. You're gonna help me. You got no choice."
Obviously, I've never seen that, but you said, all right. I knew exactly who it is. He's the only person that does that.
That everyone else impersonates. Like everybody impersonates him. All right. It's not Christopher Nolan. It's Christopher Bell. I don't know why I got his name wrong.
But I'll tell you something else. It reminds me of somebody else that me and Grandma talked about that has a catchphrase. I'll be back. Y'all should know who that is.
Get to
Every
the
damn
chopper.
movie he says that.
Get to the chopper. Trying to find the name of the movie he did with the dragons.
But yeah, I have a question for you. I don't mean the movies that were made after this, or even the one that had the name of it. You were a reader, so I figured you might have read this. If not, Echo. All right. Ever read I Am Legend?
Nope.
No.
Well,
I can't ask the question then.
Too much reading is
Some
hard.
people argue that the guy that wrote it was kind of making a hybrid between a zombie and a vampire in them stories. Because they kind of ate flesh, but they only come out at night.
That's what that author is writing about.
And a lot of people say that George A. Romero got his inspiration from that book to do Night of the Living Dead. So,
Yeah, he did ball from it.
I've read the book, but I'm wondering if y'all seen my take on it. I mean, I think it leans more towards vampires than it does zombies, but they do try to eat flesh, but they also drink blood. They'll drink the person's blood and they will eat their flesh to stay alive. They're kind of
You know,
strange.
in the original night, they never called them zombies.
Really?
I know.
If you watch it, they never call them zombies in the original. They're called ghouls or the undead or something, but never called zombies. I think they kept that up. I forget to what movie when they finally called them zombies.
I'll be back.
And the movie I was thinking of was Reign of Fire, about the dragons.
Okay.
It's a pretty good movie.
Do you think this group somehow is going to come back in the third film?
Well, I mean the humans. I mean the civilians. Who knows?
Something. I feel like there's going to be something connected to that. All three films are directed by the same guy too.
Because they had the military was in the second one. Did they tie the second one into this somehow?
I can't remember. I didn't like the second one as much though as this. But I'm sure it'll have something to do with it. There's going to be some kind of a group. That's what it looks like anyway. Like, because this is all like they have the infected or tied up and they're kind of taunting them and doing stuff to them, right? And that's kind of like what it looks like the latest film's going to have.
Hey, Max. You saw this in the theater.
Oh, Max just in time.
Sat there drinking your diet soda and eating your popcorn.
You saw this in the theater? Did I see it in the theater? I think I did too.
I think I saw it before renting it. I think I rented this. That's how I saw it originally.
I think 2002. I think I went with a friend of mine. I can't remember though. Not sure. I might have rented it as well.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Of the
Max, you're in time. There's still a lot of the movie left. You could watch along. We don't have to replay it. Usually he comes when we have to.
I recognize the guy who plays the military leader. That's Christopher Eccleston. Eccleston.
One of these actors?
Last name. Yeah, the guy who's in charge of the soldiers.
Okay. I don't have anything to look stuff up right now while I'm watching because I'm on my phone.
He played Doctor Who when they revived the series.
Okay.
Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh, he was Destro in G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra.
And this guy right here?
The military leader.
Yeah. I bet you I wonder if he's gonna be in the next film. That'd be something to look up.
I want to say he gets killed off.
Does he?
If I remember right.
You know what's weird? Remember how we said Cillian Murphy? It looked like that character was like come back as a zombie, whatever. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe that's this guy.
That's the thing is like the moment people saw that in the trailer, they thought it was him.
But it looks like this guy too. Kind of looks like that guy too. The guy that you guys are talking about.
Doctor Who.
What'd you say his name was?
Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Hey Max, are you excited to see the 28 years later?
It's Brother Max. Wow. 748, 749 for the Blu-ray copy of Rain of Fire.
That's the one you guys were talking about?
Yeah, it's a cool movie. I think it was right before Christian Bale blew up.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was 2002. So it was around the time this movie came out.
Okay.
But I want to say it was like right before he exploded, and all of a sudden we started seeing him all over the place for a while there.
Yeah.
And before he went nuts and started yelling at people.
Yes, especially since Danny Boyle is coming back as director. Yeah, I know, right? All three. That's really cool. I love that too.
Yeah, literally, he did this, and then he did The Machinist. Christian did The Machinist and Batman Begins. So, right before they exploded. It's always fun to see movies before people explode. Like, look at Speed and Demolition. I mean, not Speed, but Demolition Man. That was right before, what's her name? Sandra Bullock exploded.
Was Demolition Man?
Yep. Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes. And then right afterwards, that was Speed.
Speed was after that?
Yeah.
I guess so. She was pretty young looking in that one, Demolition Man. I like that movie. That was good.
And this for Cillian. Look at his acting credits.
Yeah, he was young there. He's done a lot of stuff since.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was in Batman Begins.
Was he?
He was Jonathan Crane / the Scarecrow.
He's an Irish dude.
Oh, he had an uncredited cameo in Tron Legacy.
Do any of you guys do any movie reviews of or lives of the movies like Demolition Man? That era?
In the 90s?
Yeah.
Only if it's horrors.
Only if it's horror.
I only do horror. Don't you know that?
No.
Very rarely.
We should branch out this year.
Well, I picked up one that got some hate that I really like. Soldier. Kurt Russell.
You should do that one then. Oh, I missed a comment.
Yeah, Rob Schneider wasn't in Demolition Man. You're thinking about Judgment Day. Not Judgment Day, but Judge Dredd. Snyder was in Judge Dredd. Demolition Man was Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Dennis Leary.
Oh my God.
And
look who's here.
Yeah, and the guy who played fashion designer in
Hi,
Beetlejuice is also in Demolition Man.
Echo is talking, so.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he did. The one thing though, they never explained to us in Demolition Man.
I'm in Dawn.
How do you use the 3 seashells?
What?
Have you ever seen Demolition Man?
Yes.
In the future, they get rid of toilet paper and they use seashells. And
I didn't hear what you said.
They never explained to us how do you use the seashells.
No.
Part of me
Google
was
it.
curious. Part of me is curious. Part of me is like, it'd probably be too disgusting.
You should do that one though.
So Don already did it. That's his area. Uh-oh. Max is turning... Oh, that's right. Max is turning 90. He's catching up with you.
Is what? I
Max
can't see the comments.
Max he's got something planned for his birthday, and it involves 90s movies. I think we should be afraid.
Big plan for birthday. It involves 90s movies. He played a dispatcher. Oh, you know what? He's right. He was in that.
Oh, that's one of the ones I need to replace.
Rewatch.
That was Judge Dredd. I like the second Judge Dredd movie, the last one they did.
Thank you, Don. Sorry the echo's so rude and he just ignored you, but
I said something. You ancient old lady. Search and director. Well, what movies has he directed so we know?
hang on.
There's a lot of directors, Max.
Sorry I'm slow popping up comments, but it's hard on the phone because you got to hit so many buttons.
Jeez, it takes about 20 hours just to do something.
Google it, Echo. What director does he share the birthday with? Come on, we want to know.
I need to know what one of the films he did are.
I shared a birth month with a certain director, if that's a hint. What are his favorite kind of movies? Was it Danny Boyle? Did you find it?
He's got to tell us what the director, what movies. There's a lot of directors out there. Maybe John Singleton, Joe Schumacher, what his name is, Richard Donner. Oh, he's gonna leave us out in the cold. It's probably a director. He's like, I don't want these guys to know I share a birthday with this director. He's so horrible, I can't say it.
Where did Nanette go? She disappeared.
She disappeared.
This part's pretty terrifying.
He's ringing the siren to mess with them.
Scary stuff. Scary stuff.
The North Lanchester in the Lakes, Blackpool, Fleetwood.
I can't remember how this goes.
It's probably been 20 years since you've seen it.
It has. I know they get away.
Oh, just waste ammunition. You too, Max.
Is he going?
Gotta go back to work.
Aw. Thanks for hanging out, though. It was fun.
What's with this guy's hairdo? He's got all these patches, like bald spots.
It was cool back in the 2000s.
Must be a UK thing.
Maybe.
And maybe a Canadian thing too.
Maybe a Canadian thing. Yeah, you're right.
All that maple syrup has fried you guys' brains.
Oh, stop.
That maple syrup kind of boots messed your head up. Hey.
Exactly like me. Sounds exactly like me. You're basically from here. You live right across the border, so.
That used to be a running joke with people when I would game more. Are you from Canada? Washington. It's right there.
Basically. I kind of not part of Canada anyway. I'm on the island. I'm my own country.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now we got naked rage creatures.
Does he actually get killed too, the main guy?
Well, he's a bad guy, so I think
I
that's
can't
par
remember.
for the course.
Maybe he lives though. Maybe he gets away.
His name's not Voldemort.
Crap.
What?
He cut the wires in the car so he can't get away.
Yeah.
I'm dying to see what happens here. How much more do we have? 133? Okay. How much longer?
About 20 minutes.
Get near to the end.
Yeah.
Where did Nanette go? Did you say something to offend her?
She said she had to go do something.
Oh. Maybe your grandma needed help.
We never got it. Should have been 28 months, not 28 days later. Or years later.
Well, that's what they were talking about. I think that's
we got 28 days, 28 weeks. Now we're going to 28 years. Where the hell is the fun?
But it's been 22 years though, or 23 years. So
since the
last one. This one.
So since the first movie, but they're still taking place 28 years afterwards.
Yeah, so if they would have done 28 months later, they would have had to do that a long time ago. Maybe they were going to, and they didn't get it together, so they didn't bother.
Because technically, it's been less than 20 years since the last movie. Because 28 Weeks came out 2007.
I think it came out 2002.
No,
oh, 2007. One. Right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
the first one's 2002.
You're right. You're right.
So we're going to get a time skip and go to the future.
Yeah. It just makes more... Well, and everyone's old. Everyone looks that much older. They would have had a hard time trying to make it work with months.
If you introduce new characters.
Yeah, but then nobody would like it. Everybody would be mad.
They did that with the second movie.
I know. No one liked it as much, right? Or they liked it more than this one.
Maybe they'll make a Canadian one. 28 boot days later.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, scary.
That virus just works quick, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Well, see, you guys were talking about back when the dad got infected with the drop of blood in the eye. That was really cool. That was super quick. Can you imagine you're the actor that gets the blood spit in his face 1,000 times?
Yeah, it's gonna be an unpleasant thing. Yeah. They're like, hey, we gotta do another take. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah. Hi, you're back. What happened?
Duty calls. Grandma called. I have to go.
Yeah. She okay?
She's fine. She just wants to know what medicine she needs to take.
Okay. That's good.
That guy's hiding in the cabinet.
He's pretty scary looking.
Hello, Dawn. And if you're still here, Max, hello and bye. Good night.
Max was killed by Karen.
Killer Echo. Echo was mean to the guests too, Nanette. He was really mean. Everybody
No,
Of
left.
course, he's mean.
I'm Satan.
He was mean.
I disagree with that. I've been around Satan this whole week. You are.
I am a complete and utter Satan.
See a little smirk on his face? Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
no, that
knock
was a
him
good.
down.
That was a good kill. Like, guy
You're
right to that gun and got stabbed.
Hey, did the head army guy, did he die?
No, he's still. What's his name was able to get back. Well, the head guy's there now. He was able to get back before him. He got a head start. Now the head guy's back. He's like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know how I have a cigarette machine, right?
Yeah, I thought you sold that though.
Knows about it, but I started making a cigarette. Grandma was like, "What the hell is that noise, Nanette?
Oh. It's a lot cheaper.
What the hell are you doing?"
Did you keep it for yourself? I thought you sold it.
I bought two, and
Oh.
Keith did give me money for it, but guess what the damn family did? They went to all my stuff and grandma's, and they started throwing every damn thing away. A box has never fucking been opened, and it ain't dirty or anything. They go and chuck it into the trash and take it to the landfill.
Oh.
Along with other things they had no business taking their hands on.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Dumb girl had to run back for that picture.
So I had to give Keith back his money.
This music looks great to see.
I can't hear it because I had to have it turned down. Oh. Terrifying. Oh, she had to like hold herself up on the mirror too. That's scary.
Yeah. But the way the music is, it sets the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Foreboding and
the soundtrack for the next movie is going to be so good, I think.
Because they're going to have to replicate what they did for the first two.
Yeah. These are great movies. I want to get the third
and everything. Well. Has anybody seen Bloodlines yet?
I haven't. Anthony's going to see it though. I'll have to wait until it comes out on streaming.
It's not on here. It's not on Look TV movie.
No, because it's brand new in theaters, so it'll take a while before it's on. Has to be streaming first. I didn't really get into those movies. I watched the first few, but I'll check out that one for sure.
I like
the first one here. They filmed the first one here. I was going to do a video about it, but I ended up not doing it. But they filmed it here.
Me and Keith did watch parties for them movies, and I was talking about how I don't know why they're not on my top list of movies to rewatch and everything because of how great I like them. But then I just put them on the back burner and like they're not all that great. But every time I watch them, they blow me away.
They're fun. Yeah, really innovative for the time, for sure.
I
They're
don't,
well done movies.
and I don't like the fourth one.
No, fourth one's no good. I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's called The Final Destination.
Oh, sorry. That was a very violent kill. Guy got his eyes squished in.
Yeah, but the main guy's still out there.
That wasn't the main guy, eh?
No, that was just some random other guy, some underling.
Oh, they love each other now. Does that play itself out in the second movie? This relationship?
They're not in the second movie.
They're not in the second movie. Okay, I haven't watched
it's all new characters.
Right. So that'll be interesting to see. After this, I want to watch the trailer for this new movie again. So there's like 9 more minutes left, Nanette. We're almost done.
Okay.
Almost over. Oh.
There goes the head guy.
See, to me, he looks a lot like Cillian Murphy. I wonder if that's the guy we see in the trailer.
Well, like, everyone's like, it's him. But they're saying it's not.
They said it's not.
But it looks so much like him.
It does. But maybe it's the bad guy.
No, because it's like he's not wearing a shirt. It's like Cillian.
That little girl can parallel park good, I bet.
Yeah, if she wants to feed somebody to a monster. That's an old ass sewing machine. You gotta turn it just to sew.
I have a question for you. Movies like this, you say they're not zombies.
No.
What are they?
It's an infection. They're diseased.
A zombie has to die and come back to life.
But this is supposed to be an infection rage.
So they never die.
Well, they'll probably die eventually.
Right. So do you think in these kinds of movies people could be cured?
Well, yeah. But it's just be a bitch. Because once you make the cure, you gotta distribute it.
If they have the infection, how do they live though?
Depends on what the infection does to the body. Could be the adrenaline. How they move rapid and rage-like.
Right.
Could be the adrenaline's pumping.
Right. Oh, I see the sewing machine now. I didn't know what you were talking about. You were ahead of me.
Yeah, that is like the old cameras. You gotta turn it.
Do you know where this was filmed? Was it filmed in Ireland?
Somewhere it was in the UK, I thought.
The UK. Yeah, this was a good movie. Oh, there's Jack. Jack!
Hello. Your friend is here. The one that says you rule.
Yeah, it's shot in England.
Buddy.
Hello, it's Time Jack, the superhero.
Jack. Aww.
You know a different ending shot? The one where he dies.
Do you want to talk about 28 Days Later? Go on, talk about it.
Jack thinks it is a zombie movie.
Well, you know, the virus comes from monkeys. Probably could affect animals.
Oh, the monkeys. That was good. I really enjoyed that. That was fun.
But yeah, man, like I said, when they dropped that trailer, you must see that one all like zombified thing. It looks like a zombie, and they're like, that's Cillian. Everyone thought it was him, but they come back like, looks like
I think they did that on purpose to get people going about it, but apparently
that or whoever did the trailer said, let's put this in there without clearing it. And they were
I
like,
remember that went crazy.
We gotta lie and hide it. It's not him.
They have to die to be zombies. There are people that all they have to do is be bitten, and then they are poof, a zombie.
Bitten or exposed to some kind of toxin.
What if someone infected dies and comes back? Are they then considered to be a zombie?
Could be.
That would be a good movie.
Again, these people weren't dying. They come back.
What do you think of this one? Good on the rewatch?
28 years later.
Did you ever see this one, Nanette?
No.
You've never seen this one? Oh, you have to try to watch it sometime.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me that because I like zombies. He's the only one that says they're not. I need to watch this.
They're not. You can even look it up. These are not zombies.
It's the rage virus.
It's rage because they were trying to and one of the releases of it, I don't know if the first or the second one, there's a short animated short where they say they were trying to come up with a cure. Somebody gets pissed off, imagine you get really raged, pissed off. You know the phrase, take a chill pill. This would literally be a chill pill. But they screwed up.
Your logic.
They created a virus.
A zombie movie.
What?
By your logic, Resident Evil isn't a zombie movie.
Actually, it is because people do die and come back.
Not everybody. The
Because
first people to do it.
You could either die and come back, or you get infected by the virus, and then you die momentarily and then come back. Those are all zombies.
So that's a case of the example I just used of people getting infected and becoming zombies.
Even Nemesis from the second movie technically is a zombie. Because he's a creation of the virus.
Technically,
the dogs are virus zombies. Birds are zombies. The dogs are cool. The liquors are cool. The game gets basically they discover a thing called the progenitor virus, which can do all this stuff. Not just make zombies, but do all this other weird stuff, make monsters. And the company Umbrella screwed up and basically they even made leech monsters, which technically is probably what caused the outbreak. Because the leech monsters made a colony in the shape of a human and caused the zombie outbreak.
So you
Like
play
I
that?
said, technically, Alice is a zombie too.
Until you get to the fact that she's a clone. I mean, what the hell that one came. Because remember, she went from being...
Seen the part where that happened.
Well, because when they did the last movie, they basically scrapped a whole lot of shit. They were told, okay, the virus happened because this guy, he had a degenerative disease that left him in a wheelchair. His daughter had it, so he made something to keep those dying cells so wouldn't be like him. So then we get to the last movie and we go, we're going to change it. The guy who made it, his daughter, he didn't have no disease. He was healthy, but his daughter had a disease where she would age prematurely. So he made something to make her, so to save her. And then he got killed. And then at some point, someone made a clone of her daughter, which is Alice. They basically, one of the things I really don't, the main thing I don't like about the Resident Evil series, the original ones, is they go all over the place. And
it did, yeah. I liked the first one, and then it kind of got too crazy. It
well,
went
yeah,
so
the second, okay, the first two I like, and then all suddenly, like the little girl from the second movie, she's not in any of the other movies.
Okay.
Well, a clone of her might have appeared, but they, in the third movie and in the book for the third movie, they never tell you what happened to the little girl.
Yeah.
They just completely like
I didn't like it.
doesn't exist, and you're like, why won't they talk about it? Why isn't she mentioned in the book?
Right.
And it's such a mess.
It's a mess. Yeah, I agree.
And we'll get into a reboot. Second reboot. Well, actually, it wouldn't be the second reboot because each movie pretty much is a reboot.
We're getting a reboot?
Yeah, the guy that did Barbarian is working on the new Resident Evil.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
And
that.
Paul W. Anderson is working on a House of the Dead movie, which was originally a Yui Ball movie based on a video game. So
crazy. It's
but no,
crazy.
it's literally like if you ever sit down and try to track the story for the Paul W. Anderson like movies, you're gonna get a headache because you're gonna be like, and then
yeah, it's crazy. How do you feel about them doing movies off of games?
the what?
How do you feel about them doing movies off of games, video games?
I have this theory, this whole thing. When you take a video game, an anime, a cartoon, and you're going to do a live action adaptation, even comic books, they're not going to go with it. And sometimes, so far, fans are going to be there with the pitchforks if you change one little tiny thing.
Yeah.
Minute. And so it's hit or miss. I did not like the Street Fighter movies. Well, I liked the first one because Raul Julia, who was dying of cancer at the time, put on a hell of a performance. But like casting Jean-Claude Van Damme to play an American soldier. So it's like you're supposed to get, I'm American. You get, I am American. Yeah, I come to get American. It's just hit or miss. Man, that first Mario Bros. Movie, oh god, was terrible. That last Mario Bros. Movie, the animated one, have you seen it yet?
No.
You should. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
They have this little blue star, the sound engineer's daughter. They got her the voice. This little blue star.
Yeah.
They had me falling out of my seat in the theater. Embrace. I was waiting for the sweet embrace of demise, of death, or something like that. And it's more things coming out of this cute little voice. And it's funny as hell. Like when they go to put in the lava, it's like yeah, lava! And they pull it up. No! And it's that cute voice, a little cute little girl voice. And you're just like, oh god, that's messed up. It's hit or miss. Now, Doom. Then the two Doom. One was Dwayne Johnson I like. That last one, I couldn't finish. I got maybe 10 minutes or so into it where I said, oh. Now, I did not like Monster Hunter. It's Paul W. Anderson. So he cast his wife, has a super soldier ass kicker, kicking anyone's ass. What does he do for Monster Hunter? Mila's back, has his ass kicker who can kick anyone's ass, including kaiju-sized monsters who can kick their ass.
Yeah.
It's like Rob Zombie casting his wife and everything.
Yeah.
It's just so I'm waiting for House of the Dead. I'm going, we're going to get it. We're going to do it. We're going to get a House of the Dead version of Alice.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
But I put some mixed things about Until Dawn. So some people like it, some people don't. I just want to check it out. Make my decision for myself.
Yeah. So. Yeah, of course. That's how you always got to do it, for sure. Echo, what do you got coming up next?
Well, I got to work on Trauma Week.
Yes.
I got a list of movies. I wanted to do for both channels. I have to look up zombie trauma movies. So far, I got Redneck Zombies. Now, there's Curse of the Screaming Dead, but I can't review it because that would be a re-review which goes against the rules.
Right.
So I gotta look.
You'll find some. You'll find them. I got one. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna commit to one, and I've picked it out already, but I'm not saying what it is.
Teenage Cat Girls and Heat. Barbarian Chicks in Dinosaur Hell.
I've only seen. I've never reviewed any of the trauma movies, but I've only seen the Toxic Adventures, and I've seen it with you, Echo. But I'm not going to go with that. I want to go in with fresh eyes and see some of the movies that they haven't done. No, wait a minute. I've seen Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, the original. I haven't seen the remake, but
I haven't either.
And that's the one that got trashed because people were like, it's too violent. I saw it. It was okay. I mean, it's a trauma movie, so
you gotta expect it.
It's trauma. Don't expect to see Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see this grandiose art thing and go, oh, this is so great.
No.
I disagree. I love Toxic Adventures.
What I mean on the level of Citizen Kane or Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, if you had like an average normal person watching
well-celebrated movies. Now to us, we can, if you watch a lot of these, messed up movies, you're used to it.
Messed up. It's messed up, and we are messed up, so it works. But normal people would think that was very messed up.
Somebody's like, I like Shakespeare. I like Harry Potter. Here's Decapitated. Here's Shakespeare's Shitstorm. Tales from the Crackle. You get movies like Teenage Cat Girls and Heat and Nipple Barbarian Chicks and Dinosaur Hell.
Hell, I've said this before. I love asylum movies. They were not the greatest movies in the world, but I love them. But I like the big blockbuster movies too. The things that everybody raves on about, like Harry Potter, or an example that popped in my head was The Lord of the Rings. Everyone knows them. Everyone
I really enjoyed those movies. I even enjoyed the Hobbit movies. That dragon.
I still haven't.
Was it the first and second movie when he flies out? He's like, I am winged death. Benedict Cumberbatch, and he's got that voice. It's so deep. And it's like, I am winged death. It's like, seeing that being like, oh shit, that's awesome. Yeah, look at Jurassic Park. We'll get another one.
Yes, we are. At one point, I love Jurassic Park. I'm big into dinosaurs. Have
But
been.
here's the thing about Asylum and Trauma. Okay, Trauma's gonna do some really twisted stuff. Asylum is known for the mockbusters. So why be critical? And Sci-Fi, they had that connection to Sci-Fi Channel. So
Yeah.
because technically Sharknado is the first one. You know, it's a Sci-Fi Channel movie, not an Asylum. Asylum helped with it, but if you look it up, it's Sci-Fi Channel. It wasn't until the second movie that they really stepped up. So they get away with stuff.
Out of all the movies that Asylum did, Sharknado's probably the biggest budget and movies that could be considered blockbuster movies.
Yeah, because before then they had like Megalodon, Multi-Headed Shark, Mega Shark, and all these other movies, nothing big, and then Sharknado came along, and all of a sudden, boom, they exploded. That movie helped. But then you get a company like ITN. I love ITN, but I'm disappointed in them. We've been seeing all these public domain movies. ITN is a distributor of Blood and Honey. $100,000 is how much they spent to make that movie, and they made about 7.1 or $7.2 million, which is insane. When you think about it, spend $100,000 and make over $7 million, and now you got them doing more Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Mickey Mouse, Popeye. They are milking it.
Yeah.
I don't really want to see any of these movies except for Popeye. I think I would like that one, but they're my childhood.
Peter Pan did not do good. Peter Pan did not do good. But also stick in mind, who's going to come up in the next year or two for public domain? Betty Boop.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to see a Betty Boop horror movie. But again, I'd rather watch a Betty Boop horror movie than a Betty Boop porn movie.
No. No Betty Boop. No horror movie of that.
But it could be like the Mickey Mouse thing. Okay, Mickey Mouse, everybody says it's because of Steamboat Willie. They do know there were 3 other films made that year, Mickey Mouse. There was 4, I think. It's just Steamboat Willie's the most known one. So it's the Mickey Mouse. Those characters from the
doing this with the character of Mickey Mouse. It's a character in a
Hey, Bones.
See what they did was over the years they changed things about Mickey. So any of the Mickeys post that you can't do. Minnie Mouse was in one of them. So
say hi, Bones.
hello, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones. A watch along on
Rob's channel.
Yeah, Rob's channel.
We watched
What's
the
that?
X-rated cut of Toxic Adventure.
Toxic Adventure. Is he still running? Is he still going?
No.
We said hi to you, Mr. Bones.
You did not. You kept talking.
We did. We
Ignore
said
him.
hi. Me and Annette
I
said hi.
said hi.
No, you did. You did.
I said hi.
So did
You
I.
guys said hi when I told you to say hi. So.
I'm still waiting for that Peeps horror movie. Kill the Peeps.
The what?
Peep, you know what a peep is?
I can't hear you. You're echoing a little bit.
Echo.
I hear like a weird sound.
So do I.
It's you.
No, it's
Anyway,
not me.
guys.
Because when I put my mic on mute, I'm still hearing it.
I don't know where it's coming from. Not sure. Don't know. But it's not that big of a deal. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up now because I got to work in the morning. And I want to get some rest, I think. What else did he say? I think he said he wants a horror movie. Like the marshmallow candy.
Yes. Yes.
That would be fun. A little yellow peep.
He would be
horror movie. Be like the Blob. With marshmallows. Thanks, Baron Von. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. Baron Von's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks. Next week is Mayanne. Mayanne's going to be with me next week. The week after that, I've got Dude Who Loves Movies. And then after that's Baron Von. And then I've got a couple more tentative things lined up. Anyway, so come hang out next Saturday night if you guys can.
She's got the remote. Woo!
And Nanette's got the remote, so she can watch along. We're doing, Man and I are doing when Evil Lurks, I think. Or no, what? I forget which one it is that we're doing. But anyways, it's listed on my Instagram channel. And that'll be the one that we're doing. Tonight she couldn't make it because she's at a wedding, so maybe the people who made Killer Donuts can put it out. Yeah, we should ask. I can ask Ben. Attack of the Killer Peeps. Okay, you guys. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. This was like old times.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. No, not Nan's at a wedding. Mayanne at a wedding.
Me at a wedding? You can't do that.
The church would catch on fire. The church would catch on fire if she stepped foot in it.
Oh, that's not nice. No, it wouldn't.
No, Karen would catch on fire. Man,
I probably would, yeah. Okay, you guys, have a really great night, and I will see you next Saturday. I'll see you during the week, too, I'm sure, on your other live streams. I always pop in there and try to catch them. So have a great week, you guys. Thanks, everybody in the chat, for hanging out. It was really a lot of fun. See you next Saturday. Bye.